But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Ready. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. hands it off out of the gun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You look at this Raiders defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Lance now on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the run zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Fighting him off. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Slide blue.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Adams, the man in motion right. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw here. got him again. T.J. Watt. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Steelers 3.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They're going to look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Come on, second.
Brings up second and
Ultra.
3.
Play action, now it's Lance. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Check smash. Hey, please. Ready.
Working from the gun, Lance. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Drill 52.
Back to the air on second down, it's Lance. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
And the decision paid off indeed. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep to the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Jacobs.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now back to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
This one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25. The same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
You can't admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover. But they've still got work to do to get to field goal range. And the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw held in by Washington.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Boswell's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing now is Lance.
Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now 2nd and 9.
Drill green. Ready?
And Lance now to throw. Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And Lance going to throw.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 26 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
That makes the score Steelers 28, Raiders 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Las Vegas.
He'll look to throw.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Raiders first down.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
First down, Raiders.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
The Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Steelers
Triple, 38.
Here's Lance.
39-yard line.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Raiders are right back in this football game.
They'll take over at 1st and 10. At their own
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And quickly they get to the line.
Now they'll shift things around.
at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 4. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's their quarterback. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, if I'm a defender.
There he goes left side. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Yellow. All right, go. Set, go. Yellow.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to make it a 2-score game. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there. 62 yards.
And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
And now it's blocked. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Down.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. loses. 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now 1st and goal.
He's back to throw. Steps away. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Back to throw. And he can't get it thrown away. He's taken down.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Score, Raiders 34, Steelers 31. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Claws red.
Lance looking to throw. Finding Washington.
Well, they work this well upfield across the 45. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Set, cut.
Here's Lance.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's go now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Blaster, 6. Hey, red.
Lance back to throw.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Ready.
Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And that's going to be incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force the incompletion there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Fight, 97. Hut.
Now Lance.
He finds Austin complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that's going to tie the ball game at 34. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Lance now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.